Howdy. So if you are new here, I am logging and making a video every single day until I am a certified millionaire. And today is day 140. As of yesterday, I pivoted these to be a lot more high quality and higher production. Please excuse the potentially low quality camera right here. I left my camera at my girlfriend's house, and so I'm using my MacBook camera, which is not known to be the best, but we'll dive straight into things. So I woke up at about 8 o'clock this morning. I got about 8.5 hours of sleep, and I'm going to shoot for a 9:30 to 10 o'clock bedtime tonight, waking up around 6:30 or 7 in the morning. Optimally, I try and anchor my bedtime around 6:30 to 7, and I try to get between 8 and 9 hours of sleep every night. I'm working out 2 times a day right now, and so I need the bodily recovery. That's pretty much it. So yeah, 8.5 hours sleep last night. I did about 5 hours of actual work today. Today was a less productive day purely because I had college classes, and this is actually my last day of classes for the semester, which is quite nice. I got 3 hours of screen time on my phone today. I could probably tell you how much of which came from what. So today I got 3 hours, 4 minutes of screen time. Half of that was spent on Arc Search, which I think was YouTube when I was eating lunch. And then the remainder of it was spent on Claude. I have an app for these daily updates where I actually log stuff, and then Gmail, etc. So pretty much half of it was spent wasting my time. So an hour and a half of time wasted today, which needs to go down absolutely. And then the rest of it was spent actually like working on stuff. For the workouts today, I'm about to go on a 45-minute walk for sundown, and then I did legs for about 45 minutes today. So back squats, leg extensions, calf raises, and the like. Mood outs today is a 7 out of 10. I didn't get as much done as I would have preferred, but I feel pretty good, which is no complaints here. And then you can go through these on the website. It's linked in the description if you want for what I actually do in my day randomly. Although I don't think that people watching these videos are going to be particularly interested, and you can read yourself. But what'll be more interesting are the bottom two. So this morning, what most of my work hours went towards was actually publishing this website that you're seeing right here. So this is my daily log website. It's also my personal portfolio website. So this is where I like link in emails as my portfolio. So you can go to my agency website and all the likings. So then you navigate daily log, and this just has all of the previous day's daily log videos, along with all of the info I did throughout the day. And the primary goal, if you are new here, is to show you exactly what I do with my day, to go from $0 in my bank account, or I guess I have a couple of $1,000s from like work, but going from nothing to $1 million in the bank. And this would be maybe a millionaire, right? And so I want to demystify the entire what's different between millionaires and not. I think the primary question pretty much everybody has is, what did they do? How did they do it? So what did I do every day? I'll go ahead and show you everything that I did here. And how I did it, I'm also going to be showing you here. So I'll give you all my daily stats, like my sleep and all that, so that I can basically give you what the psychological and physical profile of somebody who is a millionaire, what they did to get what they were. So that hopefully you can just do the same to get there. That's the goal, at least. Instead of trying to speculate at, I need to take more ice baths, or I need to take cold showers in the morning, build my discipline. Or you can just look at exactly what I did, and you can determine for yourself, do you really need to do all of that in order to be successful? Now, of course, I'm saying all this as if I'm already a millionaire. I'm not, which is exactly why I'm logging this. But that's what the site is. This is where I will do my daily recap, and then we'll run through all of this super quick in the future. So if you... I'll have to get a little spiel for the people who are new to watching this, but this will be the super quick spiel. I'm considering putting these at the end of the videos. That way I don't drop off all of the audience retention because they don't want to hear me talking about my sleep. So for the people who are actually interested, I'm going to go ahead and put that at the end of the videos. And I'll start with the nugget of wisdom. So the nugget of wisdom today is going to be how I design this website in about 30 minutes. So I'll go ahead and create a new window and cursor. So for the setup, I'm hoping that the people who are watching this video, at least hoping that YouTube recommends it to the right people, but I make iOS apps for companies and myself. That is my niche, I would say. I make iOS apps, websites. I'm really good with AI, and I use Claude Code. That's my primary thing. And my IDE, or basically the environment I wish I do all of the Claude Code stuff in instead of the terminal, is this sexy looking cursor file. So I can actually go ahead and go into the business file right here, and you have all of my files. And I'm going to make a new one. So if you go to GitHub and you type in taste skill, there is this taste skill right here. You can go to skills and taste skill. You want to download this skill.md file. So if you are familiar with what unfamiliar with what skill.md files are, it's basically like a shortcut for Claude. So instead of saying, hey, I want you to do this huge paragraph of things, you just say the name and it will automatically know to do that. And you can add to these skills over time so that it gets better and better at what it does. It's kind of similar to the Claude.md, except it's a one-off. Claude.md is like a system prompt. So it's like context for what it should always do. So if I put in the Claude.md file, my name is Mason, it will always know my name is Mason. Versus if I have a skill where I want it to build me a website and I ask what my name is, well, it doesn't need to use the website skill to know my name. So it only is used when it is necessary. And so that's exactly what this skill is. This dude made it, and it's super, super nice. It basically results in super high quality results, specifically from Claude Code. So I'll actually go ahead and give you a demo here. So we'll go in the active folder. And we're going to want to copy this repository. Don't be scared if your folder does not look like what mine looks like. We can just go ahead and, what I want you to do is download the raw file here. You'll get it. And then you want to go into cursor or whatever your IDE is, and you can make a new folder in here. New folder. Okay. So in this folder, we're going to do daily update test. Okay. And so two things I want you to notice. Let me close all this out. The first is this Claude.md, and the second is this .claude. So .claude is a hidden folder. This is where your skills are going to go. So there's nothing in here right now, as you can see. But we are going to put it in this daily test folder. So in the daily test folder, we're going to go ahead and create another folder and name it .claude. And inside of this .claude folder, we are going to take the recent download, skill.md, and we're going to put it in the folder. We want to move it to the .claude part of the folder. Okay, why not? But skill, you can go ahead and, I don't know, what is it not in the .claude part of the folder? Okay, it is. So we can rename this if you want. We're going to name it the taste skill. Yeah. And so now imagine all this isn't here, but you have a folder and it has inside of it a .claude folder, and inside of that .claude folder, you have this markdown skill. So what this is now going to do is every time you mention it, Claude will run this skill. And what it does is it makes websites look sexy. So for the sake of this, inside of this daily updates folder, inside, and actually I use a dictation tool. So it's called Aqua Voice. It's definitely a lot faster than typing, and I would absolutely recommend it. So I'll just go ahead and say, inside of the daily update test folder, I want you to build me a mock website that has a landing page with a hero video and a big header. Should be designed as if it's a VSL for my company about building iOS apps in 30 days where they get their money back. You can use a fake video and fake information for now. This is just for the sake of design, and use your taste skill to make the website look premium. Now, what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to say use Solaris.io and MasonFitzgerald.com as inspirations for the design of this site. Now, there's two main key things here. Is first, you're just going to tell it in plain text, very, very, very simply, exactly what you want. And once you have exactly what you want, you can tell it to use the taste skill. There's a possibility that it knows to use it on its own, but I'm not ballsy enough to try that. I just tell it to use the skill. Some people put keywords so that it knows to use a skill. I don't. So I'll have it run that skill. And then the second thing is if you have websites, which mine is my personal website, my business website, that you like, that you like really like, just give it the link and it can search. You give it the link, it will go search it, it will look at all of the code, what it looks like, and then it will implement it, and it will actually look accurate. And so you do right here, and then I'm going to pull up stopwatch for you. And then I am going to pause this video, and I will be back to you when this is done. You'll be surprised if this takes a while. We're already at almost 5 minutes, and it went ahead and fetched my personal website. Didn't get any results, but it fetched my business website. and it basically pulled all of the design information, and now it's actually building the landing page with it, and it'll run it locally. When it does that, I'll go ahead and show you. All right, 6 minutes. This is what you get. I like this. I like all this. Looks very, very high quality. Notice the hover effects, everything. And all of this looks super high quality without any assets. So notice there's no logos, there's no anything. It's purely with just code, no icons. So we'll play this, see what happens. Does it link to anything? No. So even the head bar drops down really cleanly when you scroll. Book an intro call and it'll take you to the bottom. Book a 20-minute intro. It's going to send you to Gmail. Process, work. But yeah, this is the result of a 6-minute cool hover effect. 6 minutes of Claude Code running. He even came up with a name for it called Alder. But yeah, this is just what I want to show you, the power of this skill. And for the sake of design, I will go ahead and show you what it looks like without the skill, which is going to burn through my credits, but that's okay because it's for a good cause. I'm back. I actually changed my mind. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take ages. It's going to ask me 101 questions. But I can show you. Actually, I'm just being lazy. I'll show you. All right, so you'll see this is a new Claude Code session in a test folder that is not in the folder with the skill file or any Claude.md or literally anything. Paste the exact same prompt here. Send it in, and let's see how long it takes. I'm sure it'll take far less time, but the quality will be worse. I just reprompted it really quick because it actually found a way to go use the skill. So I told it, same prompt, but I put at the bottom, don't use any skills. So we'll see what it gives. Howdy. So it actually took half the time. This is the result. So you can have your own opinions of this, but it's actually like not much different than the one that I ran before, like at all. It's still pretty high quality. I mistakenly, sadly, just deleted. Oh, there it is. How do I, okay, we'll move back to business. Cool. W. So we'll move back there and we'll go ahead and compare the two really quick. This is the thumbnail for the video, by the way. I'm going to put a screenshot of the website right there. Okay, so here's the two sites side by side. So this is the one that we use the skill on. We'll go ahead and do this really quick. This is what we use the skill on. You can notice there's a little bit of lighting, there's the animations, there's the video. But really, they look incredibly similar. So you can see we have all of this. Use some random person. I don't really know. The cost, which is absurd, wild. This is everything, and then it has the drop downs. Now this is the one without the skill. You actually, some people, will not be surprised, would actually prefer this one. The problem with both of them is that they don't have assets. They don't have screenshots. They don't have logos. This is all just plain text and code. There's no photos. There's no pictures. But yeah, you can be completely up to you to decide which one you like better. So this one, we actually used the skill that I imported. I think that this one is better. No, not marginally better. I would say this is probably like 100%. This is probably like 70 or 80%, purely because of the animations and it's really smooth how everything works. But again, it's literally completely up to you to decide for yourself. But what I really just want to show you in this video is how you do it, how easy it is, how crazy AI is. And then I will go ahead and link the Git repository in the description. So the taste skill, I'll go ahead and copy this link and put it in the description of the video for y'all. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow for another daily update.